Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a book review. So I finished this book recently. I really enjoyed it and I do highly recommend it. So if you guys haven't read it, I do recommend this book if you're into like romance-ish type stuff. It's more of like real life-ish situations. So yeah, let's get into it. So the book we're going to be talking about is Archer's Voice. This is by Mia Sheridan. And this is basically about two people, Bree and Archer. Bree moves to this small town in Maine, I believe is where this is taking place. After some like family issues back home, she decides that she needs to leave her hometown, get a fresh start somewhere, so she moves out to Maine. And she runs into Archer, who has a very traumatic past. He can't talk. Something happened in his childhood where he basically doesn't have a voice box anymore. It got damaged somehow, and they begin to like get very close to each other. They go from like really good friends to dating to, you know, stuff after that. And at one point, Archer's like, I need to get out of here. I need to see how I do on my own. Don't worry about me, I'll be fine. And Bree waits for him to come back, and that's just like so like, you know, it's good and the bad, you know, like she should have gone off and like did her life and stuff. She could have like left or whatever, but she waited for him to come back, and that was very sweet of her. But like the main thing that got me like really interested in this was Archer uses sign language to communicate with Bree, and Bree had a father who was deaf, so she could speak his language, you know. And I went to school for sign language, so I'm like, oh my gosh, when I like found that out, I'm like, wow, you know, it instantly became one of my favorite books. And the way that they have them signing is like really interesting, because in regular, like normal, like talking or whatever, it's in quotation marks, but with the signing, it's in italics. So when they're like signing to each other, their like conversation is in like italics instead of quotations. And I thought that was a really interesting touch, because they aren't actually like speaking with their voice, you know, they are using their hands to talk, and I thought that was like really interesting. But I did really enjoy this book. I would highly recommend it for anybody who is interested in, you know, they don't really like show like any like illustrations or anything about like the sign language, but it is really interesting to see like how it was portrayed in the book. So if you're interested in like sign language, or like not really the deaf community, because Archer isn't deaf, so like he wouldn't identify with like the deaf community or anything like with them. Is literally like he can't speak, so he uses the language to like communicate, you know. Otherwise he would just like be texting everybody all the time, or like writing stuff down. When they first met, he did use like a notebook, and he'd write stuff down because he didn't know that like she knew sign language. And she's like, do you know sign language? I could teach you. And then he just signs like, I know how to sign. So it was just like really cute. He kind of like doesn't really show his emotions much in the beginning. So Bree's like, oh, I don't know if he actually wants to hang out with me. I don't know if like me coming here is bothering him, blah, 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 whatever. But obviously they get through it, and it's good. There's a big like twist in it, I would say, about like Archer's past and some of the other people that like live in this city. It's owned by his cousin's family. Like this whole city is owned by them, and his aunt is very like, I always forget the English word for that. What is this? Like stuck up. She's like, this is all mine. This is mine, mine, mine. And no one is gonna ruin this for me. Blah, 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 blah. And Archer's like, you know, maybe it's not yours. Or Bree's like, you guys, you know, might not be cousins, you know. You might actually be brothers, but in a way that like she shouldn't have said it in this situation, you know. It was something that Archer told her like in confidence, and that kind of like pushes them to be like, I need to get away, and I need to explore the world, and I need to get off like where my house is and everything, and I need to just be me and see what's out there and stuff. And in a way that was good for him to do, because it kind of got him to like see like, oh, I can get a job for myself, oh, I can like do all this stuff for myself, and that gave him the confidence to take his city back from his aunt and put it in the rightful hands of him. All in all, I do highly recommend this book. I borrowed it from my fiance's mom, so thank you. I did really enjoy it, and I might actually just buy a copy for myself. It was on my list for quite a long time. I think it came out in 2016 or 2018. One of those. The copyright in here says both years, because I can't really remember when it came out. I think it came out in 2016. It's an older book, but it's been on my list for a couple years now, and she's written a couple of other like books too that have like the kind of like same cover theme. I don't know anything about her other books, but after really enjoying this one, I might have to pick up her other ones. I think she wrote like 2 or 3 other ones. I'm not completely sure, but I really did like her writing style and her storytelling, so I might have to pick up her other ones. That'll bring us to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have read this book, please let me know in the comments down below what you thought of it, or if this is on your list. I highly recommend you go read it, and then let me know how you like it. If you have any other recommendations for future videos, please also let me know in the comments down below. And thank you so much again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!